I do want to thank you for joining me today on my video. So please join me. Wait, wait a minute. You say I went too fast? You couldn't see everything I built? Okay, something doesn't seem right. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do is go ahead and I'll head back to the beginning just for you. Hello, fellow Minecrafters. Today's episode is going to start on the very spot I spawned into the world nearly 7 months ago. December 10th, 2019, 1.15, the B update went live, and Duckburg existed. This is the spot we all spawned on, and this is where the history of the server starts. With this being said, the reason we're starting here is because we have some very sad news, but also on the heels of that, some very happy news. That's right. 1.15 is ending. Therefore, this server here will no longer exist. This will all get wiped, and we're going to start out fresh on 1.16, which is the happy news, because 1.16 is now live. That's right. 1.16 is live. Therefore, my next video you'll see will be a 1.16 video, and none of this will exist. It'll be a fresh start on a new seed. So in this video, what I want to do is I just want to give you an overview of the shop that I built, a quick overview of the shops, and also I want to explain, at least as far as the shopping district is concerned, who owns what the buildings are, what they sell, and I do want to show you my greatest achievement too, which is sitting right over there, which is my mall. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. We eventually went ahead and made some stairways here, which kind of got removed, because at some point we did move spawn. But it all started here with this very first build. Spawn house. Never really gave an official name to it, but I made this beautiful aquarium. This was the very first build in Spawn. We put the gem traders and, the head block traders in Spawn. Tried to match them up the best I could, the aquatic, redstone, red bricks. So Iron Needs was my very first shop. It took a while to build, because obviously I needed to collect the iron, make an iron farm. But this was my first shop. Unfortunately, it's temporarily closed because somebody accidentally dug a tunnel underneath the shopping district and came up through my redstone. So unfortunately, my redstone got broken and I haven't fixed it yet. I fixed it once, and then it got broken again, and I haven't fixed it since, unfortunately. But the general rule is you would select what you want here or here. Iron block for 14 iron blocks for 1 diamond. You'd insert payment, and then everything would come in here. I don't know why there's eggs in here. but I'll take the eggs. So, and then nobody ever did buy an iron golem. I mean, I got plenty of people are buying the leads, but they're not apparently paying for them. Pay for your stuff. Pay for them. At any rate, I went from the iron shop, and then I went ahead and made the library. Now, I don't know if you remember from my first video, but I did make a library in a village. But I eventually moved that to spawn so people have better access to it, easier access. I have every possible book available in the game. All the weapon enchants went into this room. And we got the fishing enchants and the tool enchants. It was supposed to be another enchant here, but for the axe, but the combat update didn't actually release, so there's no chopping enchant, unfortunately. I thought it was supposed to release, but it never did. Over here we have the gear enchants, and unfortunately Thorns 3 was killed by Kyle, which was somebody's dog. Rest in peace, Kyle. You are missed. And then this room here is missing a sign. But got infinity, multi-shot, piercing, these are all the, the bow and crossbow enchants. And then on the very top floor we got the trident enchants. Channeling, impaling, and then the other two. Got a nice little seating area up here with a fireplace. And then at the first floor there, we got chairs. And the seats always seem to close themselves up, even though I always put them up. I think it happens with the server restart. They go down. I don't know why. My next shop that I made is a slime shop. Now, in 1.14, right at the end, I made a slime shop. And I made it look like it was an abandoned house, an abandoned slime fountain that was hidden behind woods, in the midst of creepy woods. I tried to mimic that look here. So you go through this woods, is full of vines and slime blocks, and you come in here and you pay your diamond for your 12 slime blocks, which I will actually go ahead and do. And then we just wait here and wait for them to come out. And there you go, 12 slime blocks. Now, I used to look better because at one point it was 32 slime balls. So they would just keep spitting out, and it looked really cool, but unfortunately, I started getting so much slime balls that I just decided to decrease the price. My biggest project of them all, this whole server, even over that mall over there, is this skyscraper. This skyscraper is huge. I was going to go to build limit, but I thought that would be a little too extreme. And they require a lot of materials. But one thing I did do on the skyscraper, if you'll notice, I did put a red blinking light on top. Not that we have aircraft, unless you want to consider that an aircraft. I don't know if a flying ship is really an aircraft, though. Or you got that arrow. Or a rocket ship, which is actually in the middle of taking off. Now, before we continue this little tour of my builds, I would like to point out a couple of builds. That build right there is Ramadell's build, Prismarine Shop. Sells various, basically ocean monument stuff. Prismarine bricks, Prismarine blocks. That one right there is Potato Mom's little trading hut, if you want to call it that. She sells various things, but you can also rent boxes from her to sell your items in if you don't want to build a shop. Peanut Butters, Rockets, and Elytra Shop. A rocket ship taken off. That is Tati and Sev's Aero Shop, along with their End Shop. This here is the Beaconator Shop, where Mikhail sells beacons. They're still overpriced. Just saying. That right there is also a Tati shop. Back there is another one of my builds that we will be taking a look at, along with that one and that one. But first, I'd like to take you to New Spawn. That's right, made a new spawn point. We were going to get more people, but then 1.16 was advertised to come out soon. So, never really invited more people, but people would spawn right here on this. They would come through and read the different signs. Please take the time to read the rules and guidelines in Discord with the Discord link, which actually doesn't work anymore. That's been disabled. Take one roll, which is iron pieces plus a stack of cooked cod and torches. I am going to have to tell them not to do that. Anyways, you come down this long hallway. If you have any questions at all, please contact Ramadil. You can also contact BigRigs19, they are both admins. Please keep following to get to the shopping district. Made you stop and read this sign too. Mwahaha. Please enjoy your time in Duckburg. And I'll just follow this to the shopping district. The first thing they're going to see is obviously the skyscraper and the Prismarine shop. And the top floor. I never finished my aquarium. Supposed to fill it with fish, but unfortunately never got around to it. But here's my Skelly. You've all seen him before. He's still up here and doing well. One best thing about this horse, you don't have to feed him. That's right. If you feed him, it just goes right through him. My big screen TV, my couch. It's a little hard, but what do you expect for stone, right? To sit here, enjoy some entertainment. Got some sea pickles for candles. And back here is my bedroom, which is actually missing the middle bed apparently. Overlooking the shopping district. And coming this way we have the mall and Starbucks and Subway. Starbucks was actually shown on my very last video on episode 7, creating the interior. And over here is the subway, which Mac did actually stock. I think he just stocked the bread and the vegetables. Oh, that's what I did with my stuff. Huh. I'm really good at being organized, if you can't tell. If it's a storage space, I use it, whether I'm supposed to or not. This is the parking lot for my mall. Down here is the parking garage, where I had planned on putting cars in some of these parking spots. Unfortunately, never got around to it. So many projects, so little time. Unfortunately, that's because 1.15 was not really a major patch. Basically, all we got is some bug fixes, bees, and a couple other things I can't think of off the top of my head. I know there was just more than those two things, but it was a very small patch, which means it didn't last very long. Maybe a year at most. And then before I get attacked, I made that right there. The reserved parking space. Go away, zombies. I don't want to play. This is, besides the skyscraper, this is my next biggest achievement that I'm actually very proud of. It was a big project I undertook, and unfortunately it did not go as planned. I was expecting people to be active, buy the shops from me, make small little shops inside the mall, basically, renting out rooms. It did not work out that way. Unfortunately, a lot of our players became inactive with the announcement of 1.16. The mall did not get as much love as I was hoping. However, this beautiful dome right here, I have to point out, was made by Ramadil. The geometry required to make this is just, in my opinion, mind-blowing. He did a very awesome job. I told him what I wanted, and he built it. So these various shops at the very beginning here are supposed to be the food court shops. Also rentable, 5 diamonds per. Ramadil was the only one that made one, which is a bargain burgers and beverages, or if you're Mac, bargain and burgers beverages. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense, does it? That's Mac for you, and I thought I was the derp here. Anyways, as you see, we have chicken serving beef. Now, remember correctly, Mac did buy this to make a bakery. This is the only one with a fireplace. It's supposed to be kind of like a brick oven, if you want to put it that way. Over here is Ramadil's Royal Raiment. Nice little shop. As everyone has already seen from my previous videos, this is the redstone shop made by Mac. This is the bank that I've built, the Duckburg deposit. You put your account in there, get your box here. When you're done, you just click that button and it'll put it away for you. Now this is Potato Mom's shop. This is actually all new. This hasn't been here before. Heading upstairs to one of my other shops I made in this mall of mine, which I showed you, I believe, in the last episode. Episode 7 was Ghastly Deals. which the gas fires at us when we enter the room or exit. I sell various different things like gunpowder, magma cream. And then up here, our mailing system. For each one of us, if there's something in the mailbox, the light lights up to let them know, hey, you have mail. Let me take you to my AFK farm area. This was originally my library. Have all the bow and crossbow enchants here. The weapon enchants. Mending, unbreaking, curse of binding. Yes, I even included the curses. And as you can tell, there is a second floor up there. This was supposed to be like a study area overlooking the crops. And if we head upstairs, if I can navigate my own stairs, we got various professions. I believe we have all the professions all maxed out. So if you need to buy armor, you could just come here and buy armor. Need redstone? Oh, this is not the redstone person. I thought you were the redstone person. Oh, that's right. You guys are the redstone people. You need redstone? We got that. Yeah, it's been a long time. Been a long, long time. Right, buddy? Right? Yeah, that's right. And I named them after players as well, as you can tell. But yeah, the mason, bricks, polished diorite, if you like that kind of thing. Oh, look, beds. Fishermen, a whole bunch of professions, like I said, overlooking the study area and the outside. This is my first biggest project I made on the server, even before my iron farm, because while the iron farm was my first build in the shopping district, this right here and this were my first projects. Are they all gone or just not loaded? Okay, they're just not loaded. So while I was making my library there, I was collecting iron so I could make my iron shop. Planting my crops. There's another look of my library from the outside. This was all in a village. There used to be village houses all around here. This was originally my first spawning area. Spawning as in villager breeder, I should say. My AFK fisher right there, which unfortunately 1.16 broken. Well, that's brilliant right there. I'm really good at camera work. There we go. Yeah. You like this face. I know you like this face. Anyways, broken, like I said. Not my face. No. My face may be broken, but no. This is going to be broken. It'll still be able to collect fish in 1.16 from what I understand, but not treasure. Now to show you my base. And here we are. My base. Cleaned up the boxes, got things sorted. The different types of wool, plus the carpet also goes in there. As you can tell, the different types of blocks. Never got around to making potions, but started filling up the different things used to make potions up in the storage boxes. Wood, concrete, dye for making concrete. This is stuff for actually making the concrete because my concrete maker back behind that door. It's a manual, it's not automatic. And this is for my storage system. As you can tell, it's still actually filling up from last time I put things in there. As I featured in the video, this is one of my storage areas, manual storage for end stuff, bricks, nether, prismarine, gold, iron, dirt, coal, also my smelters, ice. Down here is the most recent thing that I built in episode 7 that I actually stocked off camera. This has various things, 64 storage chests to be exact. I have some miscellaneous things that you get a lot of generally, such as rotten meat, or rotten flesh as it's called, tracks, scaffolding, all my redstone components, all in one place, including TNT, iron bars, because I had a lot of them. And then I have a chest for every single color of glass block and glass pane, including regular glass block and regular glass plane. Pane. That's not a plane. That is a weird looking plane, if you ask me. And of course, string, torches, lighting things, bamboo, bones. And if something gets fed into the system that doesn't get sorted, it actually goes into this chest. Cooked food, raw food. I was planning on putting chests all around down in here that weren't part of the sorting system. This was going to be my sorting area, and this is my mine down that way. And then out here, one of my biggest projects yet. Not big, just very, very tedious. This is my lava door. It wasn't so hard to make. What was actually difficult to make was this. As you can tell over there, I didn't actually finish filling it in yet. I filled in all this area with lava. All the way down there. As you can tell, it kind of goes underneath. That's not filled in yet. This was supposed to be a modern city out here. I knew I wasn't going to have time in 1.15 to start or even, finish it. Guess it's kind of hard to finish something when you don't start it. And this was going to be like the castle, like the old town. You know how big cities kind of build around old structures. That was my idea. One last thing I would like to show you. Well, second to last thing, I should say. See, that's where the lava comes out. But all this was supposed to get filled in with lava. And of course, obviously, I wanted to finish my wall, which unfortunately never happened. But the whole premise behind 1.15 was to make a deity. And my deity I made in this game was Herobrine. Now, a lot of people who have played Minecraft for a while or know lore know who Herobrine is. If you don't, I suggest looking him up. It is very, very fascinating. All the urban myths, legends behind who Herobrine is, how he became into existence. My armor stand apparently doesn't show arms. He broke. Maybe that could be a new mystery of Herobrine. He has no arms, but he can hold things. So yes, that's my deity on the server, is Herobrine. I did make this spawn proof by adding half slabs, bottom half slabs. And I used redstone torches because Herobrine loves dimly lit caves. That's basically covers everything that I built in 1.15. Now I know Mikhail is going to be putting out a video, most likely doing an overview of his builds. I know he made a note block song, which I would love to show you. But unfortunately, I don't want to step on toes. So I'm going to let him go ahead and show you in his own video. So, like I said, it is sad that 1.15 is ending. But it's also really exciting that 1.16 is finally here. Yes, 1.16. And I think that's going to be here for a while. Because it's a major, major patch. Major patch means around for a long time. In theory, at least. I do just want to say one thing before I end my video. The biggest thing that has happened to Duckburg is to him breaking down my door. You don't get to break my door, dude. That's a bug too. Now my door is partially broken. Anyways, no, that is not the biggest thing that's happened to Duckburg. The biggest thing that's happened to Duckburg is we have gone from a Minecraft realm to running our own server. That's right, Duckburg is running privately now. We are hosting a server, and we do hope to get more players and possibly even more YouTubers to come and play on Duckburg in 1.16. It was a big change, a difficult change from a technical viewpoint. It was difficult to figure out, but we ended up getting everything figured out, up and running. The server is running smoothly. It's running better than it did on the Mojang servers. But the biggest thing is now we're not being held to a max of 10 players online at one point. So mini-game nights can be bigger and better. The server can get bigger and better. Bigger and better. Anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed my videos up to this point. I will be coming back with another video, and it will be for 1.16, where I won't have any of this lovely gear. Nope. In fact, this is what you're going to see. That's right. Just my derp skin. But I might change my skin a little bit. because 1.16 is going to have a theme. That's right. It's going to have a theme, so this will probably change. My face will stay the same, but my skin will change. For those that are interested in viewing our world, there will be a link to the world download at the bottom. So go ahead, download it, check it out, have fun. And if you do happen to download it and make any videos with it, please make sure to give credit where credit is due. I appreciate you joining me for all these 1.15 videos, and I will see you in 1.16. Ciao!